Hello and welcome to my course on data strategy. This is Ade Awukoya from LB Academy. I am a digital transformation advisor enabling support for business to innovate on a digital platform with a focus on your business model. In this session on data strategy, this is just a module. We'll be covering the fundamentals and best practices of good data management, the technology that's available to help, and discuss how and when business should apply them as they grow. So just permit me very quickly to share my screen with you. Rightio. So yes, this is a double whammy here. So the data strategy that I'm presenting to you is a module within a data strategy course. And yes, there's a preview that takes you through that. But hey, don't let me ramble. It's presented by LBA Digital Courses, that's myself. And so how does the organization build a data strategy? Creating a solid data strategy is one thing, but you need to implement it in practice to be successful. And this can only happen if you have the right team on board. Data science, machine learning, big data, and AI buzzwords are relatively new disciplines, and these new fields continue to be in short supply in the job market. This makes things difficult, since such strategies create a situation in which human resources become very expensive, that's talent, and it's hard to build a competent team of prepared professionals. It's a big issue, especially for yourself being a small and mid-sized business due to limited resources. As they occur, but eventually results from having an effective data strategy are often introduced become visible, and they can be incredibly rewarding, and even if it takes some time to see results, the impact that the data can have on a business and the magnitude of such changes is very attractive. So I'll just walk you through a definition here. It's about a process, it's about analysis, and it's also about your business objectives here. And here is a quote from Bernard Ma. Those companies that view data as a strategic asset are the ones that will survive and thrive. Make sure you're the one in that category. Obviously, we spoke about talent, and skills do matter for data strategy. Now, there are several skills that every data-focused team needs to have to turn data into insights. There are business skills, analytical skills, computer science proficiency, solid statistics and mathematics, understanding, and creativity. It's a bundle. I'm glad I have all, but I'll talk about me here. This is about helping you. Business skills, the data scientist should understand what creates value in the organization, which are the key performance indicators, commonly referred to as KPIs, how the business variables are interrelated with each other, what makes sense from a strategic point of view, and then based in all of the knowledge to extract meaningful insight from the data to suggest actionable adjustment that will create value in the long run. So you as a business manager, business owner, you could kind of help step up to the plate. Analytical skills, they have to be able to investigate cause and effect and reason with an open mind and spot patterns. So I would say I'm a great fan of Sherlock Holmes. So yeah, he could help there. Technical proficiency. Computer science knowledge is a necessary prerequisite. Yeah, not exactly uni, but that knowledge. Since all activities, the data collection, the storage, analysis, communications, are done with computers, obviously, of course. And this is a range of skills, including a variety of competencies, knowing how to collect data with sensors, how to store data in the cloud, how to run machine learning algorithms, and much more statistical skills are also required for our organization's data operations and creativity. You don't just want a nerd, you want someone who can bloom, think out of the box. So having an open mind and being creative goes a long way to increasing diversification of skills. So let's just hop over now to building your organization's data competencies. Your firm will need to be creative to come up with the right solution. One possible strategy will be to recruit different professionals who have some of the skills, hoping that the individuals on your team will complement each other. So like you have a bunch of specialists and each one kind of helps the other person. And another viable option will be to hire data professionals who don't have all the 5 skills and train them internally with the hope they will be able to learn fast enough. A general principle when dealing with human resources, I call that talent, is that one of the most valuable traits a person can have is the ability and the desire to grow. The world of data is moving fast and new technologies and applications are emerging all the time, which means the ability to adapt and learn is becoming increasingly important. Once you can identify individuals who have some of the 5 core skills described, then management will be able to tell whether it is reasonable to expect these people will learn the skills that they lack. This can be a preferable option compared to recruiting someone from the outside. These individuals will have a track record and people who have worked with them know their abilities. Keep it simple, keep it in the business. But hey, outsourcing your data needs. If you have studied the business strategy, know that in general, firms have to make a very strategic decision when it comes to specific activities related to their own value creation processes, produce in-house or outsource. When you build a data science team, you make a similar decision, hire people in-house or rely on external services depending on the situation and your particular goal. Either option can be right for you. For example, if we struggle to recruit well-prepared professionals at a reasonable price, then it might be better to look for an external solution. Another situation when outsourcing is a viable alternative is when you don't have any subject matter experts in-house. Deciding you want to outsource is just the first piece of the puzzle. Finding the right partner and project manager is a bit more complex. Then there are also many smaller firms that have specialized in a particular industry like yours, which gives them competitive advantage against bigger service providers. So you don't want to go run into IBM and HP and Google because they are going to cost you an arm and a leg. Now, you need to decide about what type of service will work for you. When making such decisions, it's a good idea to be as informed as possible to try to get in touch with some of the other companies that have worked with the data science consultancy you're about to hire to see what their experience was like. So don't go in cold and blind. Ask for previous case studies and try to understand how the consultancy company added value to their clients. This will be very helpful for you to make sure that the external partner you're about to hire understands your industry, and that you have defined the key deliverables and things, like how much time you can expect with a contractor on a weekly basis. In other words, what's your budget? Working with external experts is also a great way to improve the internal skills of your organization. Make sure you focus on skills transfer when you partner with external consultants that will enable people in your business to learn from them. This in turn should put you in a position where you're able to rely more on in-house solutions in the future. And this is now about rounding up more or less about your leadership. So as the key decision maker in your business, you'll need to take a leadership role to tackle the data challenge. This means addressing the issues that come when implementing a coherent data strategy in your firm, figuring out how data analysis will help your business, learning how to ask the right questions, building a team that can help the firm in data analysis efforts, selecting the right type of technology to be used, deciding whether to build in-house or outsource analytic capabilities. All of these topics are in large part the responsibility of your firm's top management team. Leaders who ignore these paradigm shifts are taking place will find themselves outpaced, outdated, and outgunned in a very short space of time. It's the role of business leaders to approach data strategy. And as a business leader, you have to define how data will help you create value, whether it will enable you to offer smarter products, smarter services, whether it will allow you to have smarter business processes, or whether or not you have a strategy that involves data monetization. Don't be afraid if you don't know the nuts and bolts behind the different technologies used to execute your organization's data strategy. You don't need to be a tech genius like me to be a good leader. Nah, it's an ongoing process, and I wish you all the very best going forward with this. I'm just going to stop the share here and just say thank you again for joining this module. It was a data strategy module, capping off on the data strategy course presented by myself, yours and truly, Ade Awokoya, LPA Digital Courses. When I did the share, that will be from my website, so all the details are there. So I just urge you to kind of register for my course and see you pretty soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye.